Hi, I'm Sangeeta and I welcome you to New Era Astrology. This astrology is based on modern psychology. Here we decode the cosmos to bring more clarity and awareness into your life. I am going to talk about the entire August month and I have divided it into 3 segments. So 1st to 9th, then 10th to 21st and then 21st or 22nd to 31st. If you feel all these details overwhelming, you can just watch segment by segment. You can revisit the video as many times as you can. So now let us begin. So in the first segment, we will explore minor grand trine, which will be continuing from last month, then a rare kite pattern and full moon in Capricorn. So now let us start. So we enter August with the minor grand trine that we had seen last month. So this minor grand trine is between Saturn Neptune conjunction, which is very powerful this time in Pisces, then Pluto in Capricorn and Uranus in Taurus. So all the outer planets are in harmonious aspect with each other, and that means we are going through some powerful period and we will bring in some major shift inside us as well as outside us. So pay attention to what happens inside you. So how to use these energies? We can structure or stabilize our spiritual or creative goals. Intentionally, we need to break away from outdated habits and especially around our career and finances. We need to be open to sudden insights that will help us restructure our long-term path. So at the same time, Saturn Neptune conjunction, which is the full of wisdom, will be squaring Venus in Gemini. That means Saturn brings in some discipline boundaries, Neptune creates some kind of fog, and Venus in Gemini will ask for some light conversation, socialization, some fun activities. So there will be kind of a tension when we will socialize or try to connect with others. We might feel a little confused or disillusioned in terms of money, love and our social circles. We may not know whom to trust, what to trust that time. So how we can navigate through these energies? So we need to be cautious about spending or emotional promises. We can ask ourselves, is this a casual or is it meaningful? We can wait for the clarity in terms of any relationship or any financial decisions. So moving ahead to 7th August, mark this date because this will be the exact 1 month before the total lunar eclipse that will be happening on 7th September. So whatever stirs around that time, whatever happens around that time, that could be a powerful karmic shift. So you need to pay attention to the messages of the eclipses that can come 1 month earlier and 1 month later also. Then on the same day, there will be a powerful kite pattern forming. So these days we are getting very rare patterns in the sky. So that will be between the ongoing trine between outer planets, Saturn Neptune conjunction, Pluto and Uranus. But this time the Saturn Neptune conjunction will be opposed by Mars in Virgo. So Mars in Virgo means necessarily practical, thoughtful actions. And Saturn Neptune conjunction is, we already know that has a wisdom. Even the ongoing trine is something that powerful shift in our overall life. So Mars in Virgo will be at the apex of this kite pattern. So that means Mars will push for some changes or some towards some action that we need to take. So this creates dynamic push and pull between action and wisdom. So this kite pattern will be active until 12th of August. So how we can use these energies? We can act on the insights that we might get during that time, and particularly around the areas of health, service, our work systems and healing. because Virgo rules all these areas and Mars will be in Virgo. So all these areas will be highlighted. So pay attention that what insights you get around these areas. And because Mars is an action planet and it is opposing the Saturn Neptune conjunction, so there might be some pressure that will build up. So if you feel pressurized, then direct that energy towards something meaningful work, or maybe a constructive work, so that will release the energy. So also we can watch for the signs, patterns or triggers that may preview the eclipse cycles that will be happening in the next month. So moving to next date, that is 9th August, and that will be a full moon in Capricorn. Plus we will be experiencing a beautiful pattern that is called mystic rectangle. So full moon in Capricorn illuminates the need to balance between our inner emotional needs versus our outer responsibilities. But in addition to that, there will be a mystic rectangle in the sky. So Mars Mercury will bring in emotional clarity, and Pluto will bring in deep transformation, and Saturn Neptune conjunction will ground our vision, because Mars will be opposing Saturn Neptune. That will create some pressure to take focused action towards our vision. So how we can use this energy? We can speak emotional truth with clarity, because Mars and Mercury will help us in that. We can take disciplined steps towards our purpose. We can heal old patterns through communication and practical shifts. Then we will allow emotional insights guide us towards long-term decisions. So this is a powerful and healing configuration that will turn our emotional depth into purposeful action. So next update is on 11th August. Mercury goes direct after being retrograde from mid-July. So that will be a relief. If some of you might have felt more mentally foggy, emotionally overwhelmed, or had some miscommunication, then this is a turning point, because clarity will come. It will come slowly, because Mercury doesn't take full speed. It takes time to come to that full speed. Around, maybe you can leave 1 week's gap or 4-5 days gap after 11th August, and then you can resume your conversation and important communication, and even clarify whatever facts you wanted to clarify, and you can do the big purchases, or you can sign the important contracts. So the clarity will come slowly. So to summarize the first phase of August, it is full of powerful changes, deep insights and forward flow. And this will be a time to build bridge between what we feel and what we build. So this is the end of segment 1, and thanks for staying with me for segment 1.